Hi Libra, welcome back to lovefromaleo. My name is Tay and this is my channel, and this is your August 2020 tarot reading. So obviously with August, the majority of this month for you is going to be Leo season, and then at the very end it will segue into Virgo season. So, and then right after that it's your season. So anyways, when I was shuffling for you all, I was really feeling this this energy of like fun, loving, excitement. It's like if Leo and Libra had a baby, that type of energy. I don't know if that makes any sense, but for some of you, maybe you're with the Leo or something and that's the energy that you feel around certain Leos or something. I don't know. But anyways, the card that we have for your focus for this month, so someone that may be around you a lot or someone you may be thinking about a lot, is Sagittarius. Okay, so with Sagittarius, I'm trying to see if I'm hearing any messages for that. Nothing yet. So we're gonna start off with the cards beginning, middle, and end of your August, and then we're gonna get like all the details, who's around, advice, etc., and then at the very end of this reading we're gonna look into the oracle deck here to see what messages, what's the moral of this August for you. Like, what are you learning, what do you need to remember, you know, at the very least. So let's go ahead and see what's coming out for you guys. Alrighty. Libra, I keep hearing fun. So maybe we're going to be doing a lot of things during this August. Fun. That's all I'm hearing. Okay. Alright, so here we are. And if I'm looking down, I'm just looking at the cards, okay? So in the beginning of your August, we have Queen of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have Ten of Cups. So I feel like you've been really cold and distant towards maybe your family or friends or people that you're supposed to have emotional bonds with. You're not talking to them. So maybe you're not mad at them, but you're just like staying really distant. I feel like you're not answering phone calls, not answering texts, or if you do reply or you call back, it's always like a day or two later, something like that. Like, you're not really trying to engage with many people. Why is that? King of Pentacles in reverse. You either have money and you know that people are trying to come get this from you, or you don't have money and you don't feel comfortable talking to people whenever you're not financially stable. Like, maybe you're just a person who doesn't, want to be around people like that. I'm also seeing for some of you, there could be an earth sign. I'm going to say Taurus. You may be dealing with a Taurus or a Capricorn that is rubbing you the wrong way, and this could be the person that's trying to reach out to you or something like that. Okay. But I really feel like it's just a matter of you not communicating. You don't want to speak to anybody right now. You're being really closed off, or maybe it's just that one person you don't want to speak to. You're avoiding them. Okay. Now I want to see how you're coming up. Like, what's your attitude? Like, when people look at you, what are they seeing? What are you looking like when you're walking around or when you're chilling at home? What's your energy like in the beginning of August? Mother of Air. So you look like yourself, Libra. Feminine air. I think you're really balanced. I think that you have a lot on your mind. I think you're being yourself. It's just maybe... So now I feel like you cut someone off because they were threatening your peace or something like that. So you did this out of like protecting your energy, I feel like. It could have been someone you were in a relationship with and it just makes more sense to not engage with this person. Okay. So it's like you're not even trying to avoid them. You just don't want to talk to them. You're like, what are you going to... You're not going to bring anything to me. You're not going to provide any type of peace for me. So why would I even, talk to you? Let's see who this person is. Who is this person that Libra is avoiding or not wanting to be around? Oh, we got a lot of cards. I'm going to take all of them because I feel the need to, whatever. All right, so we have Aquarius as the first sign, and we're going to keep it on sun signs, okay? So there's an Aquarius sun for some of you. There's a Leo sun for you showing up here. Pisces. Capricorn, like I was saying. And Scorpio. So obviously this is a lot of different people in the midst of this. So maybe it's like a family matter, or maybe whoever you're avoiding, like maybe you guys have ties to like certain friendship groups or something like that. Or maybe it's your job, like it's a lot of coworkers you're staying away from. But yeah, you're not talking. You don't want to, say anything. Why? Okay, Seven of Swords. So something came out. Something was revealed in the beginning of your August about a secret. Ooh, so a secret was definitely revealed with this information. And you may have felt betrayed, and I'm also getting that some of you feel embarrassed about it. So you choose to not answer the phone because maybe lots of people are like, hey, are you okay? I heard what happened. Something like that. Like you don't want to speak to anybody. You're like, ill, leave me alone. Queen of Wands. It could have had something to do with with that Leo that I'm seeing here, or it could have just someone who you had passion with, or like sexual encounters with. Yeah, I feel like some of you, like your cheating scandal got exposed, or someone was cheating on you and you had no idea but everyone else knew, and something embarrassing. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, or maybe even a friendship, like one of your friends stepped out of bounds and went towards someone. It's something with like trust, and you just don't cross that line, like girl code, guy code, something like that. I feel like that's what's a part of the situation. Wow. But you know what? The way you're showing up with this Mother of Air, I definitely feel like you have something up your sleeve, but you're keeping a good poker face right now, because you don't want people to really necessarily know what you're feeling or how you're feeling about it, because I feel like it will mess up whatever plan you have about, for this situation. Okay, so you have something up your sleeve. I almost feel like some of you are trying to get revenge on this situation because you feel betrayed and you feel like it's only fair for you to get them back. As Libra, you're like, no, we're gonna make sure that the justice is balanced and restored. I feel like a lot of you are stepping into I always say that Libras are like the judge. So I kind of feel like you guys are sitting in it's not a throne, but whatever judges sit in when they're about to like give the verdict or whatever, and they're examining the case, they're seeing who's the suspect, they're seeing who's the whatever, and you're like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sentence you guys. It's like you have the ball in your court and you're just being very blank in the face. You don't want people to see what you're going through. You don't want people to know what your decision is going to be. And you're also avoiding them, not talking to them, because I feel like it makes them scared because they don't know what you're thinking, what you're going to do. So it's like all a part of the plan, right? Okay, so how are you feeling in the beginning of August? Let's see if this corresponds with the Mother of Air. But yeah, like look at this card here. It's like she's laughing. Like she's like, I'm about to, like, war's about to start. I'm about to get them back. Like, I feel like you're about to do something crazy. But super smart, of course, Libra. All right, so we have Six of Wands. Okay, so you're like, I'm creeping up on a come up. This is what I feel like for you. You're like, I'm about to win. I'm about to make everyone feel so stupid. This is Leo and Jupiter energy. So I kind of feel like I don't know, you're about to shine. People are about to see you win. People are about to be amazed at your improvement. All this type of energy, yeah? Okay. Wow. I feel almost scared for this other person, but I also feel like they deserve it. So I'm gonna let you do you, Libra, but be very careful, okay? Okay, I still want to know, like, how is this Sagittarius energy tying in? I haven't really seen anything that ties into the reading so far. So maybe if you have Sag in your chart with like certain planets in it or something, maybe that house would be activated throughout this month. But as of now, I'm not really seeing anything with Sag energy at all, okay? Besides keeping a smile on your face without showing people what you're actually feeling. But I don't know. Let's just go ahead and move on. So when we move on to the middle of your August, we have the Hermit energy. So this is Virgo energy. So it's almost like you're tapping into Virgo season during Leo season, or around this time it is transitioning into Virgo season, right? So I feel like you're tapping immediately into this Virgo energy. Obviously with the Hermit card, it's about being silent. It's about learning. It's about having these revelations, or as I like to say, re-elevation. So like you're having to come up, you're having to come back to some capacity, but it's like inward. I also feel like with this energy, you're very quiet. Like you're not, again, like it's the same energy of not speaking, but this is more like you're protecting your peace. As in the beginning of August, I see that it's more so of ignoring, like pressing in call, like you're doing it on purpose. With this, it's more so of like you have peace for yourself. Like you respect your peace, You're respecting your energy. You may be using crystals, or if it's not crystals, it's some type of holistic healing that I feel with this card. Let's see, maybe you're drinking more teas. Maybe you're doing a detox. Maybe you're doing a fast. Definitely. It's like you're preparing for Libra season, obviously. But it's like you're really cleansing your spirit, your aura, okay? Yeah, 5 of Wands. So you're like, I realize that fighting is not the answer. I'm no longer fighting. I'm no longer putting energy into arguments or confrontation. Like you set all that down. Like you're not here for the rah-rah. Okay. And you're wisening up. Okay, 10 of Swords in reverse. Everything that was said in the past is like, that's where it's at for you. You've thrown everything away. You're not thinking about it anymore. You're not speaking about this anymore to anyone. I feel like you've cleansed your social groups as well. You're not hanging out with certain people anymore. Okay. The High Priestess, because you know that no matter how much you want to be around these people or whoever this person is that you're taking yourself away from, you know that they will never be on the same frequency as you. I feel like you've elevated past them, and maybe that's why that fun energy was coming up. Like this person is somebody you used to have a lot of fun with, you used to joke around with, get in trouble with, a lot of memories, yeah, but like for some reason now you're like, no, like they're not worth it anymore. Like you're protecting your energy. That's like, I can't stress that enough. So you're wisening up. So that does coincide with the Sagittarius energy of becoming wise. Okay, it's ruled by Jupiter. It's the masculine side of Jupiter. So it deals with spontaneity. It has a lot of tendency to explore, indulge in some instances. But the point of the matter is to go through experiences so that you learn and become wise through time and through just experiences. So I feel like, you know, you've had a lot of time with this person, or at least a lot of eventful memories and a lot of events that happen between the two of you, or however many people this is. But it's like you're detoxing yourself from your friends. Yeah, and it's for the greater good though. You have the Hermit here, you have the High Priestess in reverse. So it's like you maybe you didn't want to believe it, but sooner or later your higher self forced you to kind of understand that, you know. But it was always in the back of your mind that this person probably isn't the best influence for you. 5 of Wands in reverse, you're maturing enough to understand that it doesn't matter how much you try to fight or put fire to the flame or, you know, gaslight people. It doesn't do anything for you. So you're maturing. And then the Hermit, you're learning, you're getting older. So it's like, I feel like some of you are thinking like, I don't have time to deal with this. Like, I'm too grown for this. Okay. All right. Yeah, the World, the end of a chapter. I feel like you're leaving people behind. Wow. Okay. Yes, you're choosing yourself. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be looking at you like, man, they think they're better than us. Or, you know, when people say like someone becomes successful or when someone starts to do better, they stop talking to their friends or they stop being around people that they used to hang out with. And it's like, I'm not changing. It's just I'm elevating. I'm different. Like, you're not supposed to be the same forever. And I feel like these people don't want you to become better. Okay. But you can see that already. You already know this. All right. So let's see how you're showing up in the middle of your August. Domination. This is Aries energy. All right. So with this, clearly you're taking matters into your own hands. And I feel like when I'm saying matters, I mean like your life, your character, the person you want to be. You're doing things that match who you want to be in the future. Whoever you see yourself as, whoever you want to become, you're like, what would this person do in this situation? How would they react to the situation? So that's a beautiful, you know, energy. But remember, with Aries energy, which is what's on this card here, you're initiating new action. Like, you're taking action in a new way. So you're changing up your course. Like, maybe you had a pattern of like just accepting that person's apology, or just going back to them, or saying, oh, that's just them, they didn't mean it, they didn't mean to, you know, do this and this and that. This time you're like, no, this is it, like, we're doing something different this time. I'm taking charge and I'm moving forward in a healthy way, period. Okay, so now let's see, who is this person that you are well, you know what? Okay, since you have the Hermit energy, I want to see, because we kind of seen there was a lot of people that you're just separating yourself from in general. But since you have this energy of refreshed, detoxed energy and aura, I want to see who are some people that you can actually welcome to be in your life, because when you get rid of things and people and, you know, energy vampires or whatever, you will always have new things coming your way, new opportunities. So let's see what people you can look out for so we can kind of brighten the mood. So who can we look out for, Libra? All right, so we got 2 cards. So we do have that Capricorn. It could be the same one or maybe a different one. And then we have Gemini here as well, okay? So Gemini is coming up out of nowhere. We didn't have any real Gemini situations here. But Capricorn and Gemini, okay? And let's get you some advice for this situation. Because since it's new, I just kind of feel like maybe you're kind of feeling like, am I doing the right thing? Or how should I be responding to people? You know, so let's see whatever comes out. Okay, we got Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is like Aquarius energy, but Libra is definitely, you know, related to this energy. So with the Queen of Swords, it's now you have a logical standpoint on how you want to execute your plan. You had the Queen of Swords in the beginning of August, but it was in reverse. So that means that you were separating yourself, distancing yourself, or maybe even being verbally mean or, you know, using your words to hurt people. With this Queen of Swords upright, this is like you have cut everything out that you don't want. So now you can really focus and put your mind and create, have a fixated way of feeling and thinking about whoever, whatever is now in your life, because you've cleansed it, you've detoxed, you said bye-bye to all the, you know, the bad things. So I feel like now it's like the time for you, if you had some type of plan or some type of task that you wanted to focus on, now it's time to put that into motion full throttle. Now's the perfect time to start building things that you wanted to happen, or visualizing whatever you want to happen, because you've cleared out a lot of dirt. That's what I feel like. I just keep seeing like someone wipe a window clean and you can finally see outside. It's not, you know, specks of dirt. It's not foggy, whatever. So yeah, you cleaned out a lot of things in your life, okay? In the matter of, I don't know how long it took, but it seemed like it just took all of the beginning of August and that was it. Like you were just done. Okay. So I see that in the middle of your August, you do have the 7 of Pentacles. So you're really fixated on your daily routines, because I think it keeps you sane. It keeps you focused on something, so you aren't worrying about like who you're not being around, what they're up to, yada yada. You have the 5 of Cups still though, so I do feel like you have a deep rooted emotional scar. That's the word I'm hearing, emotional scar. You have regrets. I think you feel not dumb, but I think you wish things would have went a different way. So okay, let me give you an example so it makes a little bit more sense. So let's say you break up with someone. So you break up with them because they pissed you off. They did something terrible. They betrayed you, whatever. So the first week, you're extremely upset with them. You don't want to talk to them, or you're cussing them out. You're leaving voicemails saying, you know, all these crazy things. Second week comes, you're like, okay, I'm not as mad anymore, but I still hate them. Third week comes and you're like, well, maybe things could have been different. Maybe we could have. That's where I feel like you're at right now in the middle of August, that third week era. So make sure that you remember the hurt that you had. With the 5 of Cups, it's there because of something that hurt you. It doesn't, that card doesn't come up unless there's something that, you know, was played against you, or your feelings were entangled in something. Entangled, wow, what a time to use that word. Entangled in something that didn't serve you. So remember that. And with the 7 of Pentacles, I definitely think you have to keep working on yourself. And I also think with this card here, it would be beneficial for you to really work on your body. Libra, you rule the body, in my opinion, as far as physique and beauty. So you can work on your body and also work on your daily routine to kind of keep you busy so you're not focusing on them. So just stay busy. So we're going to go ahead and move on into the end of August. So the end of August is going to be the 21st through the 30th, okay? So we have the 5 of Swords. So with the 5 of Swords, I feel like at the end of August, you're at this point where you're like, everything has happened. You aren't really happy with the way things are between whoever this person is. And it's all in your mind. Like, mind you, I don't think you're expressing this. I don't think you're telling people. But you're at the point where you're like, this was unavoidable. It had to happen. But it still is bothering you for some reason, okay? 5 of Swords in regards to... Yeah, if there's a fire sign here, this is who you're thinking about Definitely could be a Sag. And then Seven of Pentacles, it's like no matter how much you try to work out, no matter what you do, it's almost like everything you do reminds you of this person. Okay. So I kind of feel like you won't feel much relief until Virgo season. But even further than that, until September, to be quite honest. I think this month is going to go by pretty fast for you, but I think you won't feel emotional relief until September. Okay, what about this King of Wands? Yeah, with the King of Wands, you feel like they didn't get what they deserved. You also feel like it's not fair. That's what I'm hearing. It's not fair. It's not fair. Almost like you're still growing spiritually. So even though you were saying, I'm not gonna fight anymore, I'm not gonna do whatever, you didn't get your revenge how you probably normally used to. And so now it's kind of bothering you, especially if they're like having fun, if they don't seem like they care. You're like, no, this isn't right. Like, I still need to get them back. That's why I feel like you're at with it. Three of Cups. I think they're either having fun or this was who was involved in that third party situation if you were involved in one. Yeah, Six of Swords. So maybe they've moved on quickly and you feel like they didn't get the memo. Like, it's almost like you're saying, no, you're supposed to be hurting that I'm not talking to you. Why are you being okay? But Libra, the problem is you're still focusing on them. You're still checking to see what they're up to. That will only eat away at you. Especially because I feel like you guys have known each other for quite a while or just had a lot of like moments together. So definitely could be a Sag. Now I'm starting to see that. Okay. So let me see. How are you showing up? Because I don't even want to focus on them, but I feel like this is what you're doing. You do something and then you're good, and then at the end of the day or the end of the night or whenever you slow down, you're like, oh dang, like I'm thinking about them. It's like, no, don't think about them, Libra. Okay. Daughter of Water. So you're showing up. I kind of feel like, when you're a teenager and you have like your first heartbreak, or you feel like the world is against you, nobody cares about you. Like that emo stage, but not as harsh. You're just feeling really emotional, but you're not expressing it. But you not expressing it is you being really calm, quiet, not laughing. So it's like it's still noticeable even though you're not outwardly trying to show that you're upset. So it's like it's not you, Libra. This isn't your energy. Like, you're not relating to people. You're being really closed off. I just feel like you're really blank right now. Like, you don't... Maybe on the inside, I feel like in your brain, things are just going everywhere. But on the outside and emotionally, it's like a numbness that I'm not really liking to see for you. Okay? Yeah, and it's because they're happy. With this card here, I wanted to see how is this person, the Sag or whoever this person is, how are they like showing up? Like, what, like, why is it that you feel so like, no, like it's not fair, it's supposed to go a different way? It's because they're happy, they're having fun. I think you're seeing this and it's making you jealous. Ugh, no, Libra, we're going backwards. That is not how we're supposed to be going. Okay, so let's see. What are your emotions? What are your emotions looking like? Okay, Five of Swords. Yeah, so Five of Swords came up again. It's not that you can't accept it. You don't have a choice but to accept it now. So this is where you're at with it. And I think you're okay with that, but you still for some reason can't figure out how to move on or what to do next. Okay, so with that being said, let's just go ahead and get some advice for you. At the end of August. Eight of Swords. Okay. So with this, I feel like this is saying you just got to be real with yourself. You may need to start having more conversations mentally since you're so much in your head as of late. You need to start like having conversations about the way things are going, the way that things may or may not improve with the situation that you've already let go of. But if you're still thinking about it and if you're still wrapping yourself around these issues, did you really let go, Libra? Like that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like there's more releasing that needs to be done. I feel like the problem is you stopped speaking too soon in the beginning of August, making it to where you still have things that you want to say and get off your chest, right? So if there's no way you can talk to this person, what I would recommend is writing it all out getting everything out that you would like to say to them, and then burning that, like burning it, like releasing it into the ethers, literally. Okay. That could work. Maybe, I don't want to say spell work because I don't know if you're like into stuff like that, but there's ways for you to like physically release by doing spiritual things, like with candles and things. I'm not talking about hexes or nothing like that. I'm talking about spiritual things for yourself. Releasing, you know, doing rituals and things to open up doors for you and other alleys, so you're not focused on the opportunity that, or the relationship that faded and evaporated with this situation. Okay, there's other things you need to do. I feel like you need to tap into like your magician type of energy. Okay, there's a dog on this card. I'm not sure why. I always see this card and I never say anything about the dog, but maybe you need to get a pet or something, or maybe you need to pay attention to your dogs or your cats, because I feel like there's something with the pet here. Okay. All right, last but not least, what was the moral of this situation? What was the whole point of this August? What did we learn, Libra? What was the lesson of the day, or the month rather? Patience. Patience. It's a virtue. Okay, so with the patience card, this is all about things growing very, very slowly. Usually it has something to do with yourself or things outside of you that you don't really have much control over. It's like a natural process that you can't really change. So with the number 14, 1 plus 4 is the number 5. So with this is all about change. Okay, so change is coming your way. Change is happening. The problem with change is it's transformation. If you want to really dig deep into what transformation is, when you're talking about astrology, that's represented by Pluto. If you know anything about Pluto, you know Pluto plays no games. It doesn't care about your emotions. It rules death. It rules life. It rules the cycles of which we go through. It rules taking things away, ripping it from you, actually, to make you see that you don't need it. And so I feel like you were really connected to this person and the situation, and now that it's over, you're having a really, really hard time like moving on forward without them. But it doesn't have to be like that. And I feel like it probably will hurt in the beginning, or, you know, depending on however long you've known this person. If it's 10 years, it's going to take longer than a week to get over them. You understand what I'm saying? So with patience, it's saying like you have to wait it out. But with the waiting process, it's like healing. It's not, the wound isn't always going to be as sensitive as it is in the beginning. So as long as you stop focusing on it and nurture it as well, take care of it, the wound being yourself, your heart, you know, doing things that help you, that will like change everything that's supposed to be happening in the midst of your change. Okay, so if you don't like the way that your life is flowing, then you have to change the current. Okay, and I'm gonna make a whole video on that. So that means change your current lifestyle, your current friends, your current job, like your current mood. You have to change the current of the flow if you're not happy with the way things are flowing as of now. 333, I just saw it. So all right, y'all. With that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you learned something, and also it helps you in some sort of way. If you would like to purchase a private reading from me, I have all of my information here on the screen. I have a Patreon where you can sign up for monthly readings for a cheaper price. And I also have an email where you can email me and say, hey, I want a reading on this, and you just send me your information that I need to pull your birth chart or whatever, and then I'll send that out to you as well. You can also follow me on Instagram at Atela_Amor, and that is basically where I just post all my little silly things, but also like little like messages and downloads that I get that I just want to post really fast to, like, you know, as inspiration or whatever. And then also sometimes I'll update you guys on what's coming new, or ask you guys what do you guys want to see on the channel, whatever. It's my other little platform where I can just speak to you guys really quickly. So yeah, make sure you follow me on there, and if you have anything that I'm interested in, I'll definitely follow you back. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.